because the little doggy knows he's in for a wild ride tonight because there's nothing as hot as Nitro, baby.
Well, I'll tell you something. You're the only guy I know that would show up here on Nitro with a 4-pound tarantula wearing a saddle.
You want to ride him, I know.
I don't want to ride that
Enough of this. We got a lot of action coming your way. We're going to talk about Hulk Hogan, and hopefully we're going to find out what is going to happen between the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Lex Luger. If you heard Lex Luger over the weekend, he wants the same thing they used to sing about.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
You got it. But right now, let's kick it off. Alex Wright making his way to the ring. And we are on fire, Alex Wright.
My man's ready to saddle somebody up himself, Mr. Brain.
We're going to be hearing from Hulk Hogan immediately following this contest. And again, if you were with us on TBS, you heard a scorching interview from the WCW World Heavyweight Champion talking about monster trucks. We'll talk more about that, I'm sure, after we hear from Hulk Hogan.
Well, I told you in the previous Monday night show, Hulk would be back, and he will be vindicated.
Don't hold your breath.
Oh, look at this.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought one of you guys was going to pay off somebody in the truck and lose this music.
This is great music. This is disco. Disco, the way it should be played. Donna Summers calls him. The Bee Gees call him. This man's like
Yeah,
Nitro.
but what do they call him? Obnoxious,
No, they
maybe.
call him on the phone and wish him well.
Nah.
This guy been raiding your closet, Brain? What's going on with that outfit?
I like that. I have clothes like that. I like that outfit.
What is that, rayon?
Polyon, they call it.
Polyron.
Can you dance? Can you dance, Bishop?
Can I dance? I can dance. I don't do that.
That's dancing. And that's wrestling right there.
Like he's doing a little fine tap dance on his head right now.
Elbow to the top of the chest, Disco Inferno drops the elbow, again, right across the solar plexus, and that'll take the wind out of you in a hurry. Alex Wright not starting off here the way he normally likes to start off. He's a fast starter. Disco Inferno took all the steam off him right out at the bat.
You know, Alex Wright usually starts the match off doing all these high aerial moves, but this man, the Disco Inferno, is not only all show, he can go.
He can go. The only problem is, Mongo, I think he's going to spend more time worrying about his hair than he is about the match, and that can cost him.
As far as I'm concerned, he can go all right. Right out the door and back to whatever disco he came from.
Right off the top rope, double front drop kick right to the kidneys. Sent Disco Inferno sprawling to the canvas. Now an Irish whip into the corner. Alex Wright winds up, spinning, jump, wheel kick, right on the money. Down goes Disco Inferno, and this tune is almost over.
We still got another quarter for the jukebox. We're gonna hear a lot more from this man.
Let me tell you, folks, tune in to Nitro tonight. You already know San Francisco's gonna win that football game. So what? This is action that you ain't gonna see anywhere but on TNT.
And did you see Alex Wright going over the top rope, flying cross body block out onto the floor to Disco Inferno? And you are absolutely right. Don't pick up that remote, because there isn't anything happening anywhere any hotter, any faster, any better than WCW Monday Nitro on TNT. Cartwheel up and over. Alex Wright coming off the ropes. And it looked to me like it was going to be a belly-to-belly suplex, but Disco Inferno took him right into the top rope.
Since that's just a great dancer, he just isn't another man in a white suit. He can wrestle. He can set you up for moves. He set Alex Wright up for that move, and you see who's on top right now.
Well, how much is this guy paying you on the side?
I happen to like the guy. I like his style. He's going to take me to Brooklyn with him to some discos. You want to go and bring your tarantula?
Yeah, we'll put you both on a leash.
Couple of right hands by Disco Inferno, countered by an arm drag takedown. Alex Wright in a prone position. He's hurt. Running clothesline. Down goes Alex Wright following this contest. Kurosawa, the man that broke the arm of Road Warrior Hawk, is going to be here. He's going to be taking on Craig, the Pitbull Pittman. Look for some tough, gut-wrenching, arm-busting action in that matchup. Elbow to the back of the head now by Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno, short clothesline. He is in control of the action. Big surprise. I really didn't expect to see Alex Wright in this kind of shape this early on in the contest.
I would say as long as this match has been going on, Disco Inferno's, what would you say, he's had 70% of the match? Alex Wright usually isn't like this. He's usually in control. He's overwhelmed with the Disco Man.
Let me tell you, as finely conditioned athlete as Mr. Wright is, don't count him out. He's gonna come back, darling. I promise you. Look at that. Right on cue.
Drop kick right off the top rope. In this case, a defensive maneuver.
But you notice he's smart enough. He stays by the ropes. He never gets himself in a bad position.
And this reminder coming up, an exclusive interview here on WCW Monday Nitro live on TNT with the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. And he has really ratcheted up. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out.
How's his neck? Did he get released from the doctor yet? Is he in the hospital? Is he home, or is he under the bed hiding?
I have not had the opportunity to talk to the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. We will have an opportunity to hear from him tonight. I've tried to call him several times, and he is not available. Side suplex.
Hulk Hogan is listening to this program right now, Mr. Heenan, and I wouldn't blame him if he came and twisted your neck a little bit.
Backslide, reverse, 1, 2, 3.
They got him! No, no, no!
Ha, ha, ha.
Alex Wright, the sensation from Germany with a big win over Disco Inferno.
Now Disco's claiming he used his tights and he pulled his hair. I'd like to see this again.
I'd like to see somebody hold on to his hair.
Are you saying it's
A
oily?
little greasy. Just a little greasy. Your winner, Alex Wright.
Alex Wright goes up on top. Look at the balance off that top rope. Drop kick right to the spine, the lower back. Disco face down. Disco gets him in that neck breaker, but he couldn't get it on. Alex hooks the arms for the 1, 2, 3. There'll be no dancing tonight for the Disco Man.
The biggest name in the history of this great sport is standing by, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
65. You know, Huckster, the Taskmaster's trying to plant the evil seed, trying to stir it up, trying to destroy all the Hulkamaniacs, man.
Well, you know, Jimmy Hart, they thought we were dead, but we're not even down and out, brother. Hulk Hogan hasn't been licking his wounds since Fall Brawl. Hulk Hogan hasn't missed one work. You know, I feel like just tearing...
Take it off. Don't take it off, Huckster.
Brother, I haven't missed a workout yet. And I'm not gonna miss any, man. The way things are going, I'm gonna set this no-good stinky giant up and take him down. Everybody knows he tried to rip my head off at Fall Brawl. And as I heard the snap, the crack, and the pop, I even myself, as my hands went numb and my legs went numb, thought it was over, man. But Hulk Hogan's back on track and coming at you, you big nasty giant. First off, if you got the guts enough, I'm building me a bigger, a better, and a stronger Hulkamania monster truck. If you got the guts, let's hook 'em up, man. Machine against machine, and I'll drag you all the way around the arena just to get even, time and time again, just to embarrass you. And then if you can get by that big man, I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. I'm gonna take the WCW heavyweight title and put it on the line. That's right, brother. I'm gonna challenge you, dude. And when you accept the challenge, if you do, face to face, which you haven't done yet, I'm gonna put you in your place, brother. I'm gonna prove that Hulkamania is the most powerful force in the WCW. I'm gonna prove that the largest arms in the world can stand any test, brother. And as I launch you, put you over my head, and slam you through the mat, in Detroit, brother, you'll be laid to rest right next to your father, right where I beat him. And then that only dark cloud that's hanging over Hulkamania's head of immortality will pass me by, brother. Machine versus machine, then the title on the line, brother. What you gonna do, big, stinky, nasty giant, when the largest arms in the world destroy you? They ask what I like to snap best. Arms, legs. Oh, I like a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. Step into it, yeah!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Monday Nitro. Big shocker. Big shocker last Monday night right here on this television program when I was talking to the Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage, of course, one of the great superstars at World Championship Wrestling. I was shocked. A national television audience was shocked. Let's take you back to last week and see what went down.
Why is the Macho Man Randy Savage so wound up? Could it be jealousy?
What about it?
Could it be that just maybe you deny or confirm that you also, I'm straight up with it, do you also want to be the WCW World Heavyweight Champion? Doesn't that also qualify you for having a personal agenda?
I got the guts to tell you right now and look you in the eye that you got a very good point right there. I do have aspirations about being the world champion. Listen to me. And you can bet everything that you got and everything that you haven't got that I will be the world champion. Bottom line, you cheap shot at me at War Games.
Is that right?
That's right, brother.
I've come here for one reason. I'm sick and tired of playing with kids. I'm here to take on the big boy.
You want to play with the big boys? Well, there's no bigger boy than the Macho Man Randy Savage. And all we're missing is a bell. Ding, ding.
Hey! Not here, gentlemen. This is not the time or the place, Lex Luger. No, not here. No, before anything erupts. Please, gentlemen. Hey, not here. All right, fans, that was last week. This is this week, and Macho Man Randy Savage, you got a lot of answering to do.
Word on the street is that Lex Luger wants to talk to the Macho Man Randy Savage.
He does.
I'm here. Where's he?
He's coming right down here, Randy Savage. And I don't mind telling you, after that slap on a kisser last week, Lex Luger is not a happy man.
You know, Macho Man, I think I know what the problem is here. It's called a severe lack of respect.
Really?
That's exactly right, because you see, Macho Man, you've been thumbs down on Lex Luger from day one, and I'm sick and tired of it. Because you see, sometimes it takes more than going to war with each other to find out what you got. Sometimes you gotta go to war against each other. So you follow what I'm saying?
I'm following it.
I've been there with Sting. There's mutual respect. Just recently, I've been at it with Hogan. Once again, mutual respect. And Macho Man, anyone who would dare slap the total package on national TV obviously lacks any common sense or concern for their health or well-being.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots.
So what I'm saying is, Macho Man, how about the real deal? How about a real match right here next week, live in living color, first time ever on Monday Nitro?
I like it.
And how about you refer to my personal agenda, that title shot? I'll put that on the line. As a matter of fact, let's make this thing real interesting, Macho Man. Let's go ahead, and I say right here in front of everyone that if I don't beat you next week on Monday Nitro, I'll leave the WCW.
What about that, Macho Man Randy Savage? Quickly.
Really? Are you sure about that?
I'm absolutely sure.
Well, let me tell you something that's really strong. That's laying it all on the line. And that's the way the Macho Man likes it. In fact, I'm saying right now that you and me got a date with destiny next Monday night. Denver, Colorado, Mile High City. We got a deal.
Thank you. Oh, gentlemen, Eric Bischoff, back to you. Did you see that?
I saw that, and we have a deal. We've got a big deal coming your way in Detroit, as you heard. The WCW World Heavyweight Champion said it's going to be machine versus machine. I've got it on good authority. He is going to have the biggest monster truck ever built by the same people that built Bigfoot to drag the Dungeon of Doom truck all over Detroit. That coming your way. Never before seen, and you're going to see it at Halloween Havoc, and then you're going to see the World Heavyweight Champion put his title on the line against this monster of a man. It's machine versus machine, and then the WCW World title on the line. October 29th, 7 o'clock Eastern. Call your local cable company and tell them you want to be a part of Halloween Havoc exclusively from WCW. And I am almost speechless. Lex Luger, Randy Savage, next week here on WCW Monday Nitro Live, coming to you from Denver. This match, Bobby Mongo, nobody's ever seen it before.
I don't think they've ever wrestled each other before, but I noticed Savage extended his hand, and Luger just gave him a little hug.
Yeah, very
There's something going on there.
Oh, there's some hard feelings there, baby.
And I'll tell you another thing, when the Giant gets through with Hogan, he's not only gonna strip his gears and pop his clutch, he's gonna rip the doors right off his big monster truck, because that man is a giant.
My friend Hulk Hogan will maul drag the Giant around that arena.
Maul drag? What's that mean?
You want me to show you later?
Oh, thank you.
Kurosawa, all the way from Tokyo, Japan, the man who made his mark in WCW, became infamous, if you will, by breaking the arm of Road Warrior Hawk. And now he stands to meet the Pitbull, the man from the U.S. Marine Corps. This guy comes into the ring, he repels in, he'll sneak in from underneath the ring.
Look at the kissers on those two boys. You know, I'm making a point never to forget a face, but in them two cases, I'll make an exception.
Well, these two are natural enemies. They don't like each other. This is going to be one brutal battle.
Headbutt by the Pitbull into the solar plexus. Follows it up with another. He goes airborne with that frontal assault as Kurosawa takes two vicious headbutts to the midsection. Kurosawa in a little bit of pain here. He's in trouble. Look at these. An armbar by the Pitbull lifts Kurosawa right off of his feet.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Did you see that? Did you see the power of Pittman? Standing armbar up and over. Inside block, right. By Kurosawa. Back leg round kick to the inside of the thigh, then to the outside of the thigh. Back to the inside of the thigh. Round kicks up to the midsection. Another back leg round kick up to the top of the chest, and out goes the Pitbull.
You know, this may be the finest wrestler I've seen from Japan.
Sliding kick under the bottom rope, and the Pitbull is getting beat and beat bad by this vicious athlete.
Mr. Pittman better get smart and start hitting him with that jar head again.
I do not think the Pitbull has ever been in the ring with anybody. White is tough out on the concrete floor. Oh,
get the blotter, get the blotter.
That splattered like grandma out of the wheelchair.
The Pitbull in all kinds of trouble here as Kurosawa, a man who is...
Have you ever seen the Pitbull manhandled like this?
Never.
I haven't either.
Never. Kurosawa, this guy has got a reputation in Japan for hurting his opponents. But as we've been talking about, the Pitbull has never had to deal with anything like this.
Maybe he came in here underestimating this Japanese guy, like my beloved Bears did the Rams yesterday. I'm still not over that.
The elbow was not designed to bend that way.
And you know, Bischoff, somewhere in the United States right now, Hawk is watching Nitro.
Gosh, I can't stand to watch this. Standing armbar now. And he is, I'm talking about Kurosawa working on all body parts. He started the match out with a series of back leg round kicks. Took Pitbull Pittman out to the concrete floor. Then he's working on the arm with arm bars, both arms. And now he is just punishing the Pitbull.
This has been a one-sided match, hasn't it? This is unbelievable.
Up and over the top rope. And evidently the referee did not feel that that was...
Well, I think these two, they're going to let it go.
He let it go. Inadvertent. According to the referee, Nick Patrick, this match continues as these two athletes pummel each other. Armbar, face first, into the apron.
Well, Pittman says you want to break my arm, my shoulder. I'll show you. I'll break yours.
So much going on here on Nitro. You heard Hulk Hogan talk about it. He's going to have a bigger, badder, meaner monster truck built. And as he put it, he is going to hook up to that Dungeon of Doom truck and drag it all over Detroit. This I need to know more about. This has never happened before.
I've never heard of anything happening like this. And you know Motown is famous for music and building cars. And if anything can be built, it'll be built in Detroit. That monster truck Hogan's going to show up with better be like a tank, because the Giant is going to take him apart. He's going to own Hogan.
I assure you, after Hulk Hogan saw the Giant run over his Harley.
Code Red,
Code Red, Code Red, he's didn't get it.
He had his foot on the rope. And as I was alluding to earlier, I promise you, Hulk Hogan's monster truck will be something like you have never seen before in your life.
And now it's Kurosawa going for the submission.
Look at the power of Pittman.
Gut wrench suplex up and over by Pittman. These two are trading submission holds here. Go behind, blocked, standing switch. Belly to back, belly to back with a bridge. 1, 2. Wow, he's got it. He got it.
He got him.
I don't think I've ever seen Pittman dominated like that.
I never have.
Unbelievable.
Pittman doesn't know what hit him.
Well, this man from the Orient wasn't impressed with Pittman's credentials at all. The Colonel has him ready.
Let's take a look at this thing. You saw more submission holds here, more kickboxing attacks than you've probably seen anywhere. But take a look at this. Bobby, call it, man.
Look at this. He's going to drop him on that concrete floor. He pulled the man up, and he splattered him. Pittman goes behind. Kurosawa reverses it. Belly to back suplex. Drop Pittman for the 1, 2, 3. I can't believe it.
All right, we've got a lot more action coming your way here.
The man's
I'm not going to be
meditating.
quiet. Whatever you do, don't leave us now. The Taskmaster, the Macho Man Randy Savage, and a whole lot more.
I didn't know you were so religious, Bob.
Get him out of the ring.
Welcome back, everybody, to WCW's Monday Nitro. Joining me at this time, Arn Anderson, the Enforcer, Flying Brian Pillman. And gentlemen, I'm not one to be polypragmatic, but I must say the two of you have collaborated, and on the receiving end of that collaboration, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Brian Pillman.
Let's face it, Mean Gene. Ever since my man Double A walked that aisle at Fall Brawl and beat the man, the dirtiest player in the game, the Nature Boy, has reached an all-time low. He's groveling, he's begging on his hands and knees like some gutter slime. Bad handling for pocket change in the sewers of Times Square. Let me tell you something, Flair. While you continue this pathetic quest for a partner, my man Double A and myself will be exercising our right to bear arms, our right to assemble, and our right to hospitalize anybody that gets in our path. Woo!
All right, Arn Anderson on the subject of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I think you double-teamed him. There's no question. I think this was something that was pre-planned, premeditated, if you will, on your part. How could you do this to a man that hung with you for 15 years?
Think what you want to think. I've known Ric Flair to act a lot of ways in the past. I know you're flipped, Rick. But understand one thing. The better man won. And if you're going to exact revenge on me, remember the formula, Rick. If you jump on me, you jump on us. Now, you're one of the greatest of all time. But if you're going to get in a tag team situation, this is where I excel. You wonder why you couldn't get a partner with a fistful of 50s?
I know about that with a $100 bill over the forehead, but make your point.
You would ask Randy Savage. You smacked this 70-year-old man in the mouth. Then you turn around and you ask Sting, who 4 years ago you crippled and almost put out of wrestling, and you wonder why? For 10 years, Rick, you ran over everybody, but you had me to back your play. What goes around comes around, and it's come around in your case.
Gentlemen, we will see. I thank you, Flying Brian Pillman, and the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. Comments on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He might surprise you. Eric Bischoff, let's get back to you and the gang here on Nitro.
All right, thanks, Gino. And this reminder coming up this week on WCW Saturday Night. 6:05 Eastern on TBS, The American Dream. Dusty Rhodes makes his debut as co-host. Plus, the bad man himself, Johnny B. Bad, gets his shot at the U.S. champion Sting by virtue of his win over Flying Brian and Paul Braun. Also, you're going to see the new World Tag Team Champions in action. The Taskmaster will be there, along with the Giant, and we're going to hear what they have to say about Hulk Hogan's comments. Right now, let's take you back and show you why the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the Taskmaster are doing battle here tonight on Nitro.
Come on, push it.
Come on, let's see you do 5 more, big boy. Come on, Macho Madness. Come on, do 5 more, huh? Come on, let's see you do 5 more. 5 more, Macho Man.
All right, well, the Taskmaster may have bitten off a little more than he could chew. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. But, Mongo, you talk about a guy that's bitten off more than he can chew. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, out here, he's got to deal with a Taskmaster. Who knows what's up his sleeve? He just made a match a little while ago with Lex Luger for next week.
Did you see that beach scene? I mean, that had a lot in common with you, Brain, because that's as ugly as it gets.
Don't cut up in my face. I'll tell you, Savage may not be here next Monday night after what the Taskmaster's going to do to him in just a very short while.
One thing you know about the Taskmaster is he makes his way to the ring. When he's in the building, anything can happen, and it's going to happen right here on WCW Monday Nitro live on TNT right after this. Macho Man, Randy Savage, and what could possibly happen next? We've got the Macho Man, Randy Savage. He is ready to take on the Taskmaster. We've still got Lex Luger in the main event. He's going to be facing Ming, one of the Dungeon of Doom. We can blow the roof right off this building tonight, Bongo. I don't know what's going on.
Let me tell you what, baby. Savage is calling everybody out. He wants to clean house. And the Taskmaster up there is going to find out every dog has his day, baby.
What is this on my shoe?
What?
Oh, no.
Good job, baby. Now you're working, baby.
Oh, no. You guys are sick.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage, and in case you just joined us, we're talking about major news. Lex Luger, Randy Savage, next week, right here, live, coming to you from Denver on Nitro, the match that has never happened, that no one has ever seen. And now, we've got the Zodiac out here. What is this, a meeting of the minds? That's a little frightening.
Well, who knows what's going to happen when you're dealing with the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan. There is the Zodiac, but who knows? The Shark may be here. Kamala may be here. Who knows? Uh-oh.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage, is here, and he spit the sand out of his mouth, and he is ready to go.
You know, I'm of the opinion that the Taskmaster doesn't have his gang in order.
Oh, I think he does.
Well, right now it looks like he does because he's got the Zodiac hammering away at the Macho Man, Randy Savage. It's 2 against 1 here. Macho Man in a world of trouble. And this Taskmaster, I mean, he's about as low as it gets.
Well, that's how you have to deal with him. You have to understand something, Bischoff. To prepare yourself for a match with the Taskmaster, you don't get in the gym and work out. You don't learn holds. You get in that ring and fight for your life with that guy.
This guy puts his game plan together in a septic tank. He stoops so low, Mongo.
Is that what I smelled hitting the fan a while ago?
Oh, that's your dog.
You need a Kleenex for that over there?
The Taskmaster, he is so dangerous. And he is pummeling the Macho Man, Randy Savage, with a little help from his goon, the Zodiac.
And you know Savage, going through his mind right now, Bischoff, he's got to be thinking about Lex Luger. but he shouldn't do that. He better concentrate on this man, the Taskmaster.
Oh, did you see that boot to the head? And what about Lex Luger, Mongo? He said that if he can't beat Randy Savage right here next week on Nitro, he was going to leave WCW just as fast as he came in. That's a big, bold statement.
Which is just saying in itself that he is going to retire because there's nowhere else to go but the WCW, baby.
You got that right. Where the
Mongo,
big boys play.
Mongo, you got friends on the Denver Broncos?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, call them, because maybe you can get Savage a job. Maybe you can get Luger a job. Somebody's going to leave WCW.
Right now, there's a dentist out there somewhere that may have a job by the time the Taskmaster gets done with the Macho Man Randy Savage. Cheap shots, but the Macho Man reversing it, takes the Taskmaster right into the top turnbuckle.
You never count Savage out. When you think you got him, he's got you. He just keeps coming back and coming back for more.
And you got to believe the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan is watching this match, and he is hoping for the best for the Macho Man Randy Savage after what the Taskmaster and that Giant did to him at Fall Brawl. You heard from the Hulkster, Mongo. He can't wait to get his hands around that monster.
They've been on the floor more than they've been in the ring.
Well, I hope Hulk takes that neck brace off and sticks it up somewhere that ain't seen sunshine on that monster since he was born.
You mean the tailpipe of the truck?
The Macho Man Randy Savage off the top rope, and now he has got the Taskmaster right where he wants him, right where Sting wants him, right where Hogan wants him, and up until tonight, we thought right where Lex Luger was. I'll tell you what, there's a little bit of dissension on that Hulkamania team.
Boy, there certainly is.
Things are never what they seem when you get intense. Oh, look at this! I was just about to say, when you get intense competitors together, you don't know what's going to happen. Savage just snapped. He just threw the referee. That's going to cost him money and a whole lot more.
He's going to pin them both.
Oh, he's got them stacked up on top pancakes.
He's going to the third floor.
Snap
He's
into
the
it,
syrup
Macho.
on the flapjacks.
Snap into it, Macho Man. Oh, wait a
What
minute.
is this?
Wait a minute.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. 7 feet 4.
Somebody go get a can of green beans and distract this guy.
I'll tell you what,
than
it's going to
green
take
beans.
more than green beans is absolutely right.
Try a flamethrower, maybe a bazooka.
He is one dangerous human being. He has already put the WCW World Heavyweight Champion in trouble, and now he is about ready to crush the Macho Man with one hand.
And look at the size of those hands. They look like hams.
We
look
need
like
help.
catcher's mitts.
We need some help. And now they're bailing out from back in the locker room area.
Forget it,
Frankie
forget it.
Lancaster in there. Give credit where credit is due. Oh, man.
Look at this, more wrestlers coming out.
Mark Starr. Wait a minute, I just saw Mark Starr coming up from the back. Mark Starr, somebody get him some help. They are hammering away on this Colossus Giant.
Hogan, look at this. Look at this, Hogan. There's your monster.
Oh, no. It's... Wait a minute, idiot.
He's cleaning house.
Alex Wright. Alex
Trying
Wright.
to kiss her.
He catches Alex Wright.
This man is a monster.
He's human flypaper. He is catching these athletes and he is sticking them.
He has just taken 5 men with one hand, picked them up by the throat, and
Oh, yeah. And now Luger coming in to
yeah.
finish the job. This is what Luger had up his sleeve.
wait, is he coming to help Savage, or is he coming to help a Giant?
Take 3 guesses, Bobby Heenan. Look at that smile on that
We're going to
face.
see what happens.
What does it tell you?
Wait a
We're
minute.
going to see.
Finally,
Now,
he
people-
shows his color. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Luger going after the Giant. And now it's Luger on the receiving end. He gets drilled.
I told you the Taskmaster
This
wasn't
is-
in control of the Giant. Look at him.
Yeah, he's upset. Taskmaster is not happy. We got a problem here. Taskmaster's got a problem with the Giant. Luger and Savage have got bigger problems, and we've got to take a break. Don't leave us now.
No, no, no.
I don't know what's going on.
It's the horror of Halloween. It's WCW like you've never seen. The man becomes the monster when the immortal Hulk Hogan and the mysterious giant lock up in a sumo monster truck match. Then the monster becomes the man when these two colossal forces bring it to the ring for the World Heavyweight title. WCW presents Halloween Havoc. Sunday, October 29th. Live and only on pay-per-view.
Lex Luger still in the ring. In case you just joined us, Mongo, Bobby, it was carnage. And it was all created by the Taskmaster. And the Giant Luger is scheduled to wrestle Ming, the main event, but Luger is down. He can barely move. And now Ming coming out of the locker room like he's shot out of a cannon.
You better get ready, Luger. He's coming for you, baby.
Oh, this is not fair. This should not be happening. Somebody needs to put a stop to this.
I'll tell you something, Bischoff. I managed Andre the Giant, and I managed that man at the peak of his career. But I've never seen anybody do as much damage in so short a time as this Giant has done. This man is unstoppable.
Hold on, stop. I just got word from the truck. Hulk Hogan is watching. He called the truck. I have been told to let everybody know that he will be in Denver next week. Hulk Hogan will be here on Nitro. Obviously, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the biggest superstar the sport has ever known, does not like what he is seeing.
Well, Brain, after your comments, I suspect you'll bring a clean pair of shorts for that one, won't you, baby?
Well, Hogan better bring something, because I'll tell you, he gets up next to that Giant there, forget the Rocky Mountains. The place will be like a desert when the Giant's done with him.
Hey, wait a minute, Bobby. Where's the Taskmaster? Where is he?
I don't know.
Ming doesn't go anywhere without the Taskmaster. Obviously, these guys have got a problem, and I mean a big problem when you're talking about the Giant back in the locker room.
I told you, he's not in charge of them gang of goons. He better watch it.
Pile driver, Lex Luger in all kinds of trouble, in a world of hurt. Ming taking advantage of the carnage manifested, if you will, by the Giant, and I'm not exactly sure that that was the Taskmaster's plan. Did you see Lex Luger? Did you see the smile on the Taskmaster's face when Luger first got to the ring?
Yeah, I don't know if Lex Luger was going to strangle Macho or pick him up.
I don't
We
either.
didn't get to find out.
It looked to me, Bobby, like the Giant snapped. He went Short Circuit City.
Well, he just picked up five men, five big, tough wrestlers here at WCW with one hand up in the air and splattered them in the mat like a bug.
I tell you what, there's 30 NFL teams that would offer that man a multi-million-dollar offensive contract as we speak if they were watching that.
Yeah, but the last thing he wants to do is take a pay cut.
Snap suplex. Ming, cover. Lex Luger still has not recovered, but he kicks out. Lex Luger, like him or not, what's going through his mind, we don't know. But I gotta tell you what, he's in a world of pain right now.
But did you notice when the Giant was in the ring on Savage, he took his head, just like he had his Hogan's head in his hand, he was gonna twist his head right off his body.
I tell you what, Randy Savage had trouble getting out of that ring and walking out. He better get ready for that match with Luger next week, as well as this man up here that's having trouble with Mr. Ming.
Well, I'll tell you, Ming is no pushover. He's having his way with Luger.
And what about Luger? Remember, he said it earlier on, and it is, as someone else would say, etched in stone. Next week, right here on Nitro, he faces Randy Savage. If he can't beat Savage, he's going to leave WCW. And fans, I urge you now, if you haven't done it yet, immediately following the broadcast, call the WCW hotline.
And don't forget,
1-909-9900. Kids, get your parents, because Mike today, I'm sure, is going to have it all. But look at this, Lex Luger. Luger now firing back on Ming. Luger in control, well, at least momentarily.
Well, he's got his second win now. It's going to be a match, at least.
I'll tell you something, next Monday night, Savage and Luger will not be 100%. They're not 100% right now.
Luger trying to cover the total package, Lex Luger. But given his physical conditioning, his stamina, his strength, and his will to win, hell with that, his will to survive at this point, Mongo.
That's just surviving that carnage up there. That Giant went through them like he was whacking wheat.
But how come the Taskmaster isn't out here with Ming?
Something tells me the Giant may be stuffing him in a garbage can back in a locker room the way they left here. But right now we've got a reverse face lock. The knee right on the spine. All of the pressure on the jaw.
You live with evil, it comes back to bite you right in the keister, baby. I promise you that.
Oh! I've never seen Luger manhandled like this.
Well, obviously he's still feeling the sting from the Giant.
And right now, guys, if you're running a scorecard on this thing, as we look out at Lex Luger, you got Hulk Hogan, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the biggest star the sport has ever known. You've got Lex Luger now, apparently. You've got Randy Savage, who I understand is in a prone position back in the locker room. All three have fallen for the wrath of the Dungeon of Doom.
Well, I told Pepe he wasn't wearing that cape and them horns anymore. That is evil incarnate, and he just not gonna do that anymore. Those people need something to happen to him to get him out of here.
But look at Luger. He's fighting to get up on his feet.
Luger digging in, digging down deep. He's got a wide base, trying to get some distance, some daylight between himself and Ming. A couple of elbows in the midsection. But then a shot to the throat, and down goes Luger. And in case you just joined us, you have missed one hell of a show. The Macho Man Randy Savage and Lex Luger have made a match right here live on Nitro from Denver. If Luger doesn't beat Savage, Luger leaves WCW as Patsy comes in. And Luger takes Ming face first into the mat.
Well, if Hogan says he's going to be in Denver next Monday, I'll guarantee you the Giant will be in Denver.
Oh, was that a promise?
I would think so. I would suspect I'll see him there.
Oh! Chop to the top of the chest. Ming. Irish whip into the corner. The total package. Lex Luger brings a knee up into the solar plexus. Stops Ming dead in his track. And then puts a big boot right alongside of the face. But Ming, so tough, so powerful, keeps coming back for more and more. He got in the form of two big size 12 to the top of the chest. And now, Lex Luger running clothesline, but he bounces off Ming like a super ball.
That man's got more rocks in his head than Bobby Disdain.
You talking to you or me?
He's talking to you, man, but look at Luger. Luger now.
Don't touch that official.
Wait a minute, what's he going for?
A spike.
Watch him.
I bet it's a spike.
Watch him. He's got a spike. He's got a spike, and he puts it right on the throat of the total package. The referee did not see it.
He didn't see it.
Did you? I saw it. All right, we're going to try to make some sense out of this. I saw the spike. You saw the spike. I hope Bockwinkel saw it. We've got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Unbelievable.
Wow. There it is. All right, we are back in Mongo. Too much here to talk about. Sum it up, man.
I can't believe what went on in that ring tonight. Something is rotten in Denmark, and it stinks worse than what Pepe left on your shoe, Brain.
Well, I'll tell you something. For Luger to say that he left the WWE to play with the big boys, now he says if he don't beat Savage, he's leaving WCW. I don't know what's going through his mind, but I know it's going through the Giants' mind. I know it's going through Hogan's mind. And I know it's going through Savage's mind. They are worried about the Giant.
I beg to differ. I don't think anybody knows what's going through the mind of the Giant after what we saw happen in the ring with Lex Luger and Randy Savage. Again, be here next week because there is a whole lot of action coming your way on Nitro. And as we heard, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan will be here based on what he saw tonight. The new World Tag Team Champions are going to be here, and the match that everybody's going to be talking about is going to be Lex Luger, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Don't miss it.
Oh,
Nitro.
yeah!
Kaboom!